about some topics that I thought it would go live to do because it's a lot easier to do it when I'm live, not worrying about using up all my memory for video footage. Fortunately, I can't stream at 1080p, but it doesn't really matter. I just want to basically give my thoughts on a few topics some YouTube drama that I found interesting. I don't usually make videos about it unless it interests me, and it doesn't usually often. It's a couple things. It's pretty good. So I thought I'd just like get all of it out on the in one chat stream because I when I do like a friggin' I have to like try to keep it around 15 minutes max when I'm doing a regular video, and it ends up and that pressure that basically ends up making me forget all the bunch of things I was gonna bring up, like the fact that, in my opinion, about this Logan Paul getting demonetized thing. Like, I think they're still kind of playing favorites there with him on top of that. Even though this is something any other YouTuber would get demonetized for. Because you know what? Which channel they demonetize? The channel he doesn't make content on anymore. Like, that's not a punishment. Like, he probably wasn't making hardly anything from that channel. But like, why are they demonetizing the channel that had nothing to do with it too? On top of that, it just shows right there. YouTube still plays favorites with Logan Paul. They had to do something in this situation. Otherwise, people would be pretty mad about it. Where's my I just had it. No. Oh my god. There, it's right there. But yeah, it really isn't fair, you know? Like that his main channel wasn't even what was responsible for it either. Like it's like they went to Logan and said, "Okay, um yeah, we have to do some kind of we have to do something for this action, so which channel you want demonetized?" Oh my god. And if that was any other YouTuber, they would be getting the channel that was responsible for the action demonetized. Not be told, oh yeah, you can choose your dead channel if you don't want that you don't make content on anymore. That way, so you don't lose. Technically, you don't lose any ad revenue whatsoever, or face a punishment. Technically, it's basically looks like it a punishment, but they're not. I thought kind of it creates a big illusion because you actually got to start thinking for a while about it. I think it might have been making more than his impulsive channel. I'm not too sure. It says zero right now, his main channel. Yeah, last time I seen a channel demonetized was Onision. Like a channel actually getting fully demonetized, like that's pretty friggin' rare. And it has to be a very serious case too. Like they'll demonetize videos that aren't like fit for monetization. Yeah, they'll demonetize. You'll see that all the time, but never do you see a flat out full channel demonetization. Like it's very rare to see. well, not rare. It's rare now at the current time, but there was one time where this there was some glitch in this YouTube bot system where it was literally just flagging videos saying they were just basically demonetizing any video whatsoever. Even if it was like 20 minutes of black screen, they would demonetize it. It's crazy. That was like a bug that apparently Ethan Klein and Keemstar actually fixed for the whole community. But now, friggin' like, well, that is pretty crazy though. Like, no one gets a pass like Logan Paul does. It's insane. And Jake, and I don't know if any of you guys remember or not. You might have been too late to catch this community post Jake Paul made one time. It wasn't up for long. It was up for 2 hours top. But basically, Jake Paul was trying to basically recycle uh, the Twitter hack there, where they were they hacked Elon Musk's account, uh, basically promoting this Bitcoin cryptocurrency scheme or something. He literally recycled that and put it on his community post and tried to pull that on YouTube. Luckily, it wasn't up for long, and YouTube took it down. But I highly doubt any of them face any punishment for it, like every other YouTuber would. It, like, I'm pretty sure any other YouTuber would get a community guideline strike for something like that, because I know for sure that is against it, but it's just insane. But you can't. I don't know why there's so favoritism a lot with Logan Paul. Like, why didn't they demonetize podcasts? The place where the incident occurred on top of it. Like, it's really weird. I don't honestly do not get it whatsoever. And also, Muta, some ordinary gamer, recently made a new video about Facebook, basically joining the fight against Facebook. And he must have done some straight up, like, big time research for that video. Because he found scams that were being run on Facebook that I couldn't even find when I was doing research for a video about Facebook. Like, where the heck? Where did he find this, man? Like, he dug deep for sure for this video he made. It's called "I Got Banned on Instagram," and it's about a whole lot more than just him getting banned on Instagram. Man, he destroys Facebook. Which I hope Facebook gets destroyed. Honestly, it is the worst friggin' platform. The only reason I even use it is basically just to share my videos off of YouTube and streams and stuff, and contact um, some friends I have who for some reason don't switch to Twitter DMs or Skype. I don't know why. But it also is easier to run video calls though on Facebook Messenger in the background. It runs better in the background rather than on Skype. I'd give it that, but it doesn't run better. Skype runs better. I noticed Facebook Messenger, if I try video chatting with my friend on that, it literally crashes all the time. like on Skype, we can also even do friggin' collab videos. Me and my friend Faison on God for 20. He, we did a bunch of collab videos over Skype. Couldn't do that in Messenger. I remember one time I just tried using a screen recorder for a video. I tried doing it off Messenger, and it doesn't record the audio. There's no audio in it. Like, it's crazy how much Skype is advanced since I last used it anyway. The only thing, the only reason I haven't yeah, take a break from some. Yeah, the only reason I use Facebook Messenger at all is because it's where a lot of my friends are. Most of my friends use it, so of course I'm gonna use it to contact them, you know? But eventually they're gonna end up having to switch platforms when Facebook ends up crumbling down whenever that happens. It's like the company's just been abandoned and has got these now functioning monitor robots there that are probably from 2008 or something like that. Like that's a game theory I have about Facebook. They got a bunch of now functioning robots there in an abandoned Facebook office, just trying to keep it running, even though they don't got people to update or repair the robots. So they're going, uh, f- they're now functioning now. I don't know. It's just like Facebook has literally turned into it's literally turned into an application that like literally promotes scams, like not by mistake either. These scams end up staying up for like I know I seen one. It's a Walmart gift card scam, of course, trying to use the pandemic to basically use that as a reason for why they're giving it to you. But it's a total scam, and a bad one at that. I did like a little investigation of it myself. It brings you to this fake Walmart website that looks like it was made in friggin' the 1980s. That's how bad the the fake Walmart website looks. Like that's it would make sense that Facebook is being run by malfunctioning AIs that haven't had an update or repair since 2008. Like, it would make sense, but who knows, right? It more than likely that's just like basically joke, but I'm pretty sure Facebook knows what they're doing. And that's just what, like, that's the main reason. And Facebook does not keep your private info safe. Like, some ordinary gamer even said, like, I do not trust Facebook with my any info on me, because like they literally probably give it away to some scammer on Facebook. No, no way, no way I would trust that whatsoever. YouTube, Google services, yeah, because they provide something for me. Facebook doesn't really, and they're not trustworthy. Facebook either. I wouldn't trust Facebook with that kind of info. That's for sure. Since they're knowingly allowing scammers to stay on their platform, it's basically probably the only way they can make any more money now. There's Like, pretty bad. Like, I remember, like, when I was younger and used Facebook, um, it wasn't that bad at all. It was a regular social media platform that basically just a lot of people just used to talk to their friends on. But now it's literally become a full blown scam platform, just filled with scams. And they even hack, like, they'll even hack people in your friends list account just to promote them to you, to make you think, oh, my friend promoted it, so it must not be a scam, but it's because they took over the account for a second. The Walmart thing, the only reason that wasn't, I haven't seen that since, is because it was shared on one of my friends list account, basically someone on my friends list, and they shared it to me and obviously took it down when they regained control of their account. And that happens all the time on Facebook. Like Twitter, like, God, man, like even Twitter, as far as I've seen, I've only seen something like that happen once on Twitter, and that was the frigging crypto scandal thing that went on Twitter. That's literally the only time I've ever heard of Twitter actually having a problem getting hacked. And Twitter actually solves it a lot quicker too. Yeah, it's just insane. I can't believe like that. It's just crazy. He totally just definitely got to check out that video. I think it's honestly one of Muta's best one of Muta's best videos yet. One of my favorites. I'll probably share it in my community post too, so you can check it out. It's a friggin' awesome video. Like I remember Moist Critical one time made a video about maybe one or two times or so about Facebook, just basically the anti-mask stuff and all that. But he never, like, some ordinary gamers, big time like investigator and scams and stuff. And he found some pretty crazy stuff that it's so immoral. I can't believe that I've never seen it on Facebook. Even after doing like an hour of looking at Facebook and researching, trying to see all the scams they're running on there, I never found anything that like he must have took a lot more than just an hour, like probably a long time to dig that deep to find stuff like that. Like definitely did a good job with that. Like the only way Facebook could be salvaged would be maybe if another company or something bought Facebook. Maybe that'd be about it because it's just become full of scams. It's ridiculous. But surprisingly, it's still a popular platform. It says I actually get a lot of viewers who from Facebook. The links I put on my YouTube streams and stuff, but it's because a lot of people have friends that they can only contact on Facebook. Even Muta, somewhere has got a lot of friends that he can only contact on Facebook. But like, uh, that's why I've been always pushing people that I know friggin' switch to Skype or something. Because Facebook is either gonna get shut down eventually or just they're gonna sell the company to some other company. That's like one of the only salvation they got left because they're just they've they've fallen so far. There's no way they can get back up from this. Their only option is selling the company or just getting rid of the whole platform entirely if they want to fix Facebook and make it a normal social media again, you know? but but it's crazy that Jake Paul he's like but one thing is the one thing that Logan Paul did that made it so they had to demonetize at least one channel of his was he basically did something um, like basically encouraging violence towards uh, kids in podcasts involving Ethan Klein and Keemstar's kids. So that's a big reason because YouTube has to take action on that right away when it's involving children because otherwise people are going to lose it. That's one thing um, they could not look the other way for Logan Paul because they have to because technically a crime basically like I'm surprised Logan Paul, like, I haven't heard anything about him apparently being charged, but probably won't. More than likely, they won't get charged. It's pretty bad. Like, they should, they get, they gotta start, like, YouTube, YouTube is pretty on point, especially with that anyway. Like, it's not that they favor the bigger creator because they literally gave PewDiePie a strike for that recent uh, song he made, the Coco Melon diss track. He like literally he got a strike for putting that video up. So YouTube is pretty good at being fair. Like their bots, believe it or not, actually do a way better job than the Twitch moderators squad. That's for sure. Because them, they just go by their own biases and can literally uh, ban, literally just freaking give you a month ban for literally per just if they feel like it. Luckily YouTube's got bot moderators and they just go by what they see. And if someone appeals and all that and tries to get human review, then they get a human in to review it to check further. So they got all systems like that, but and plus on top of that, the moderator team on Twitch is just random streamers who have no qualifications whatsoever for being a moderator. On top of that, they're just like you or me. You really want someone like that being having the power to basically ban anybody they want. And literally do their own live streams on Twitch bragging about having that power. And still for some reason Twitch just no, we don't care. Even though yeah, he's on live stream bragging about how oh you better do whatever he says or he'll ban you and basically going on a power trip and yet Twitch just says, oh, that's completely fine. At least YouTube's never done anything like that. That's a big reason why I stopped live streaming on Twitch completely. Plus the fact that they don't save clips for any more than a certain time. Never seen any platform that bad. Like, it's pretty bad. Even Facebook, it saves your streams and all that. It doesn't. It's just really weird. But definitely a huge score for Muta for for doing that. But one thing I hope gets brought to attention too is what was it? I made a video about it earlier. Just want to make sure I just want to get everything out in one stream, you know. That's why I decided to live stream instead, so I'm not like pressured to finish the stream video in a certain amount of time, you know. Um, yeah, that I went over that problem with YouTube gurus basically giving false information, and at first, like, I, it was just someone given information that didn't help, but the thing that brought this certain YouTube guru back on my radar is because he made like a video a day or two ago, basically giving information that to harm channels. Like, that's what brought him back on the radar anyway. And yeah, I'm gonna end it off there and just try to conclude it here. Let me guys know in the comments or whatever if you seen that Bitcoin thing retried by Jake Paul. If you seen that post, comment below if you did. I only got to see it for 2 minutes. I didn't even get to take a screenshot. As soon as I was searching through the comments, and then once it refreshed a minute, boom, friggin' post deleted. So they were on it pretty quick. So anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed. Pretty short stream. I just wanted to not be like pressured to friggin' have to get everything into one short video, you know. I wanted to be able to make sure I covered everything. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at John1. TikTok at D'Angelo Pitcher 420 is D'Angelo Pitcher, and I am peacing out.